A little close up, you can see that the curls are nice and ribbon. And over here, they're just a little bit more 3D. Hey everyone, Redken artist Jamie McDaniel here, based out of Central Missouri. I'm a stylist at Salon Nafisa in Columbia, Missouri, specializing in hair design and hair finishing. I'm super excited today to share with you the difference between using a curling iron with a clamp versus a curling wand with no clamp. First things first, it all starts with the setup. Today I prep my hair with Redken's newest extreme lengths with biotin in it. That's right, biotin. The great thing about Redken's newest extreme lengths with biotin in it is that it puts biotin all throughout the hair and not just the new hair that's growing in. So you're getting the benefits of biotin from scalp to ends. To follow up with the shampoo and conditioner, I then placed extreme lengths with biotin leave-in treatment in my hair after I got out of the shower. On top of that, I then used Redken's Play Safe 450, which is a leave-in treatment to fortify and provide heat protection up to 450 degrees for hot tool damage. I'm going to go ahead and stick with my center part to show you the difference between styling with a regular curling iron with a clamp and a wand. So before I get started, I do want to place a product in my hair that has a little extra hold in it, and it also has a heat restyling technology in it, meaning tomorrow if I wanted to restyle my hair, I don't have to add any more product to it because it already has an active ingredient to help me restyle it, so my value goes a lot further. And that is Redken's Iron Shape 11. I'm going to go ahead and comb all that through to evenly disperse it throughout the hair. Again, splitting the hair down the middle, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my first section. Depending on your hair density will depend on how much your section is. My hair is rather fine, so I'm just going to take 1 inch to 1.5 inch section, combing it straight out and vertical. So I'm gonna come in with my regular curling iron, open up that clamp, and my clamp is going to face the back of the room. Once I have that, I'm just gonna make sure that my curling iron is vertical, pointing up towards the ceiling, close clamp, and work that around. The last thing I want to work through the hair are the ends, and I'm gonna let it set. Making sure that I stay even consistency around 1.5 inches, doing the same thing. While these are cooling, I'm gonna move to the left side and work with my wand. I'm going to use the same section sizes, so 1 inch to 1.5 inches. If you have thicker hair, more hair density, I would maybe suggest to cut that down to 1 inch, because as we go through this, you're going to notice that these sections take a little bit more time for the heat to penetrate through. With our wand, we're going to have the curling iron face down, and I'm going to come behind the hair so I can work with moving the hair away from the face. And this way it opens up for whenever I need to wrap the hair around the barrel. Up and over I go. Barrel is facing towards the floor. I'm going to go away from the hair, so I'm going to then wrap and making sure that those ends get very close to the barrel, but I do not touch it because that would be bad. I'm gonna get a little close. You can see that with the wand, there is a rope-like effect around the barrel. And that's what we're really looking for. After about 10 seconds, we'll go ahead and drop it, finish out our last section for this part of the head. All right, last section. We're gonna go ahead and just drop all this down. Take our section, and just to go in a little bit deeper here, what we're looking for with our curling iron, our regular curling iron with a clamp, is whenever we put this hair in the touching the barrel, we actually want to bend the hair around the barrel before we close the clamp. This is going to help prevent from any bends in the hair or creases that you might get from the clamp itself. On this one, we're going to do the same thing, and while we bend this hair around the barrel, I want you to notice that the hair is actually laying flat. So the clamp goes in and it flattens out the curl and really compresses that hair to create a nice smooth curl. Unlike the wand that we talked about earlier that creates a rope-like effect. So on this one, we're going to put it all together. I'm going to comb the hair straight out, making sure that my section is vertical. Come in with my curling iron, clamp open. I'm going to move the hair around the barrel to prevent any creases that we might get. Working our way out, leaving our ends to the very last, making sure that the hair is like a ribbon, flat ribbon around the barrel. Again, we're gonna let these cool and move over to our wand side. All right, so just like we added on with the curling iron and the clamp, I'm also going to add on to our wand. So since I'm going away from the face with my curl, I'm actually going to twist this. And now you can see I've started my rope sooner than later. My wand is facing straight down, carefully making sure I don't burn myself. Taking an inch to an inch and a half section, combing the hair straight out, give it one twist towards the face, and now we are going to roll the hair away from the face, making sure I have a rope-like effect on my barrel. Put it all together on this last section. I'm going to comb the hair straight out, making sure it's vertical. I'm going to twist the hair towards my face. With my wand, I'm coming up and over, making sure that the barrel is facing straight down to the ground. And now I'm going to twist the hair, the barrel, looking for a rope-like effect. Now we're just gonna hang out for about 10 seconds and we'll let them cool. All right, a little close up. You can see that the curls are nice and ribbon. And over here, they're just a little bit more 3D. There's still warmth in it, so I'm gonna let them sit. All right, so we've talked about the hair setup. We've talked about our leave-in treatments, and we've talked about the different curls and how to accomplish them. Now that they have cooled, we want to extend our style throughout the day and maybe a few extra days if you're anything like myself. So I'm going to reach for Redken's Invisible Dry Shampoo, which, you guys, if you haven't tried this yet, it's amazing. All right, so now we're gonna go in and just give us some spray. A good rule of thumb is to be at least a can distance away from the head. It's actually going to help create a barrier for those oils that do produce, and it's going to attack the oil right away rather than using a half a can when the oils have already produced. Hot tip for you. All right, once we're there, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my fingers and just work my hair out. If you don't wish to use your fingers, you can also go in with a wide tooth comb. You're gonna notice since I combed everything away from my face, the curls are gonna be very cohesive. And I really want to, so you guys get the difference, I really want to smooth these out for you and comb them out so you can see. So you can see there's a slight bit of a difference, but as you can see with the side that I curled with the regular curling iron and clamp, the curls are a little bit more condensed and closer to my head, where with the curling wand, I have a little bit more airiness through there and a little bit more volume. So let's just go ahead in here and mess this up a little bit more. If you're like me and you love texture, I'm going to reach for Redken's Triple Dry 15. Now this stuff, if you haven't tried it yet, it's pretty darn amazing. It actually has a triple nozzle, so you're going to get a triple spray out of it. Since there is powder in it, you do want to give it a good little shake to activate all the ingredients in it. Just like my dry shampoo, to add a little bit more volume at the base and just spray upwards. There's just a little bit more organicness with the wand side versus the clamp side. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. That's all I have for us today. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to reach out to Hair.com or myself. My Instagram handle is @Jamie McD and I look forward to seeing what you love most about this video in the comments. See you later.